For a little more than 2 weeks now, there has been a new leader in the newsroom of Buffalo's only daily newspaper. Sheila Rayam last month became the first black journalist to rise to the position of executive editor in the history of the Buffalo News. And that comes at a time when the massacre at the Jefferson Avenue Tops back in May put racism front and center of the discussion in our community. She is a UB graduate who most recently worked at the Rochester Democrat and Chronicle. Told she's also a Bills fan, which is of course important right now as you're covering one of the most important stories in a while with the team out west. And Miss Ram is here now live in studio to talk to us tonight. Thanks so much for coming in. It's good to see you. Good to meet you. I want to ask you, obviously, you're in a history-making position here as the first black journalist to take over in this position, and only the second woman to have this position as well. How does that perspective help you lead this newsroom, especially at a time right now? Well,
you know, I'm first of all, I'm just really honored to be in this position, to have been selected. And, you know, I'm also, again, humbled and honored to be the first African-American woman to be selected in this position. And, you know, we all bring our life perspectives to the room. And I know that in the world where we live, we enjoy, or we want to see people who look like us, who've experienced things that maybe we have experienced. So I do bring that thing, but I also bring, you know, 30 years of journalism.
Yeah. And the journalism is so important right now and in our community, and I had mentioned it there kind of in the lead-in, as we continue to reel from the racist attack that happened in our community that people never could have dreamt something so horrible could happen here. To come in at a time right now when that is at the fore, it seems like a pretty daunting task.
Well, you know, I watched from afar as that horrible thing happened, and I watched the news coverage. I was really impressed with the Buffalo News and how they were all over it, and local media coverage in general. And you know, coming in at this time, when there's still many stories to tell, it is a daunting task. But you know, I'm eager to help the community heal and to help the community move forward.
Newspapers, and especially, you know, the big daily newspapers in our cities across the country, play such an important role just with democracy, right? And of course, you know, the media is ever changing. There are challenges that face especially the newspaper industry. How do you tackle that? How do you, what is your game plan, if you will?
Well, I wish I could figure that out. You know, the news industry has forever changed. The 24-hour news cycle, technology, the internet. Things are very different. So what we have to do is to understand the audience, their needs, the news that they're looking for, in the format that they're looking for it. And we have to continue to understand our readers and to try to best serve them. And we just have to be nimble. And that's what we have to do. Yeah.
For the many people who are watching right now who have been longtime subscribers of the Buffalo News and who read it, whether, you know, they want it in their hand or they do it online or on a device now, any big changes that they should expect, or are you still in that kind of, we actually just had a new news director here, right? And when you first come in, there's that period where you're sort of, you know, sizing things up, getting to know everybody. Any big changes that you're thinking of?
It is day 13 for me. So, you know, right now I'm doing a lot of listening to my staff, my colleagues. I'm eager to get to know community members and to better understand the issues that this community faces. So I have not made any decision on any changes at this time. It's too soon. But right now I'm listening and learning and eager to hear from readers.
Well, we appreciate you sharing some of your time with us. Again, I know that it is so hectic for you right now, so it's great to get to talk to you, and congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Yep. We've been talking with Sheila Rayam, who is executive editor of the Buffalo News. Thanks very much. Have a good night.